Only 46, 46, 47 students are there. Shall we wait for a few minutes?
Sir, in the morning also the class strength was around this much only.
Okay. So I think we can start then. Okay. At the end of my this one class, I think at 12 o'clock, Murugendra sir will join. He needs to announce something related to IIC. Okay. So I will be taking class till 12. So 5 minutes he will be engaging for you regarding some announcement about IIC. Who wanna please stop me at 12 o'clock if I am extending more than that.
Okay, sir.
The board is visible properly now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yesterday we were talking about 8051. I have told you 8051 has many variants. There are many group of microcontrollers are there. 8031, 8032, 8051, 8052, then 8751, 8752. So when you are talking about these different types of families, they are combined together to be called as MCS 51 or MCS 51 architecture. Okay. So today we'll be talking about the functional block diagram. Okay. Now there are two different types of block diagram. One is where you will be actually seeing कि IC में क्या क्या blocks होते हैं. Okay. And if I want to go into the detail of that, then you have a other block diagram. Okay. But I would ask you to go with the smaller block diagram because the other one is little bit you have a minute details in that. So that thing also I will take, and I will take the one in which you will be just seeing the important blocks. Okay, and you know these blocks are nothing but whatever we have written in the feature. Yesterday we have taken I think 6 to 7 features we have written down about 8051. So whatever the features we have written down in the 8051, the same features are will be reflected in the architectural block diagram of 8051. Okay, so we will see what are these different blocks are there. Okay, now whenever you talk about 8051, the important thing is what is there on chip, because you know microcontroller is nothing but it is a computer on a single chip. So when you say computer on a single chip, it should have RAM, it should have ROM, it should have CPU, ALU. Okay, it should have IO unit. Now actually when you say IO unit, it is nothing but there is a IO ports. IO ports are there. Okay, IO ports means where you can actually connect the ports for to connect with the outside world or peripheral devices. Okay, so they are called as IO ports. Okay, so in the block diagram or functional block diagram, you will be able to see what are the different blocks, important blocks present in the block diagram. Okay, so when I'm saying this is an IC of 40 pin, this is an IC of 40 pin. Actually, in this IC you have different important blocks, and these important blocks plays an important role. This is a microcontroller. So this IC contains on chip ROM, on chip RAM. I have told you yesterday in the feature we have written on chip ROM की size कितनी है 4 kilobytes और RAM की size कितनी है 128 bytes. Okay, and you know why do we require ROM and RAM? Can anyone of you tell me why do we require ROM and RAM?
Sir, the ROM is the program memory. So for example, if we want to process all the interrupts, then the code for the interrupts will be stored in ROM. Whereas the data memory, when we want to use it, then we will be using the RAM.
Okay, that is fine. So I mean to say that when I'm talking about ROM, your ROM contains the instructions. The ROM contains the program. Okay, so all the instructions are stored in the ROM. And whenever you talk about the RAM, it contains the data. It contains the data or the information or whatever the user wants to give the information that will be stored into the RAM. This is volatile. RAM is volatile and ROM is non-volatile because it stores permanently the instructions. Okay, परमानेंटली द इंस्ट्रक्शन. जैसे हमने देखा था प्रीवियसली 8086 में, अगर मुझे कुछ एडिशन करना है, सब्ट्रैक्शन करना है, या कुछ कोड कन्वर्शन करना है, so you are writing down the code. So these codes are these are the instructions, because there is a huge pool of instructions. They are called as instruction set, which already we have studied. Okay, and we know the addressing mode, कि हम addressing कैसे करना है. How do you address immediate address, register address, indirect addressing? We have seen everything. With the same cases are available in 8051 also, with very minute differences. So all your instruction sets are present in ROM. All instruction sets are present in ROM. Okay. So on chip ROM की size है 4K, on chip RAM size है 128. And we have also seen there are 4 boards. Okay. Then in other features we have also seen that it has a timer and counter. So everything you will see in this IC. Okay. So this IC contains different blocks. So they are called as block diagram of 8051. Now I will be sharing the screen to show you the detail. Okay, the block diagram where you will see the features reflected in this block diagram, and then I will show you the other block diagram where you will be seeing the detailed blocks and how they are connected with each other. Okay, so I will just share the screen. Whatever important points are there, you can just jot it down. Okay, I will share the screen and I will show you the block diagram. Yes, are you able to see this block diagram?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now I want everyone to have a keen observation on this. Now whatever you have written, that thing is reflected in this block diagram. Okay. So we will go one by one. Now please try to understand the block diagram. This is very important. ये समझ में आए तो ही आपको आगे की चीजें समझ में आएंगी, अदरवाइज यू वोंट अंडरस्टैंड. ओके, तो हमको एक्चुअली देखना है कि 8051 आईसी के अंदर क्या क्या चीजें हैं in terms of blocks. Okay, now we will start with the ROM. See, can you see a block of 4 kilobytes? So this is a 4 kilobytes of ROM, program ROM. Okay, 4 kilobytes of program ROM, or you can say 4K bytes of ROM. So this is one of the features which you have written, 4 kilobytes on chip program memory. Come to the next one, 128 bytes of RAM. So that is the second feature, that is 128 bytes on chip data memory. ये सब आईसी पे अवेलेबल है, लेकिन अगर मैं माइक्रो प्रोसेसर की बात करूंगा तो माइक्रो प्रोसेसर में नहीं, ऑन चिप रॉम भी नहीं रहता है, ऑन चिप रैम भी नहीं रहता है. that is why we have a difference between the processor and the microcontroller. Okay, microcontroller, that is why it is called as computer on a chip, and your processor is called as a CPU. Your processor is called as a central processing unit. Okay, so you have 4K ROM, 128 byte of RAM. Then come the next one. In the feature, you have written somewhere that it has two 16-bit of timer / counter. Can you see the timer 0 and timer 1? Okay, and they are also used as a counter also. Okay, you know the difference between the counter and the timer, or which already we have studied in 8086. So timer 0 and timer 1. So there are the two timers. And what is the size of the timer? 16-bit. The size of the timer is 16-bit. Okay, the size of a timer is 16-bit. So timer 0 and timer 1. So if I want to use as a counter, you can use as a counter. Okay, और अगर काउंटर जैसा मुझे यूज करना है, so you are giving the input. Try to understand. मुझे कुछ तो भी इवेंट काउंट करना है. So to count, I have to give the input. Okay, और अगर मुझे टाइमर जैसा काम करना है तो I have to give as an output. Okay, I have to give as an output. Okay, so that is the difference between the timer and the counter. So we have seen the 3 blocks. Then there comes the next one, control signals. Okay, the control signals. Now regarding the control signals, I think we haven't written anything in the features, but about the control signal, we have these pins. ये जो बाहर दिख रही है ना, they are the pins. और अब तक हमने pins देखी नहीं है. I have told you to do as a homework, but some pins I will be explaining you, but not right now. So some pins like RD bar. So you know this is a read pin. WR bar, you know this is a write pin. These are the control pins. That means whether you have to read or you have to write. So they are the pins, output pins. ALE, you are familiar with ALE? Can anyone tell me what is ALE?
Address latch enable.
Yes, this is address latch enable. So this is also one of the pins out of 40 pins. Then PSEN bar, can anyone of you tell me?
सर एक डाउट है मुझे.
हाँ.
सर कंट्रोल सिग्नल्स तो इनपुट होना चाहिए ना माइक्रो कंट्रोलर के लिए.
नहीं, ओके, बट यहाँ पे हम कंट्रोल रीड कर रहे या राइट कर रहे नहीं है. हम यहाँ पे रीड राइट नहीं कर रहे. दीज आर द कंट्रोल सिग्नल्स विच आर एक्चुअली द आउटपुट एंड दीज आर गिवन. ये रीड करना है इसलिए इनपुट चाहिए, राइट कर रहा है इसलिए आउटपुट चाहिए, ऐसा नहीं है. These both are the control signals which will give the indication whether the controller is actually reading or writing. So they are control signals. So both are output pins.
Okay, sir.
Okay. What is PSEN bar? Have you studied this in 8086?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yes. So this is a new pin. So about the PSEN bar we will see. Okay, ये pin 8086 में नहीं थी. This is a new pin, so we will study about PSEN bar. Okay, but afterwards, not now. So I have talked about the control signals. For time being, you just understand there are 4 control pins: RD bar, WR bar, ALE. Why ALE is called as a control pin? Because we will be demultiplexing address from the data pins. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Yes. ALE का काम होता है एड्रेस को लैच करना, ताकि एड्रेस और डेटा जो पहले मल्टीप्लेक्स थे उनको अलग अलग करने का काम ये ALE का काम होता है. ओके, सो PSEN bar we will see afterwards. Then comes IO port. Somewhere in the features we have written what we have written. We have written 32 bidirectional IO lines organized as 4 8-bit IO ports. Can you see 4 ports are there? The ports names are given as P0, P1, P2 and P3. So these are the 4 IO ports, but what is the size of each port? It is 8-bit. So if size of each port is 8-bit, so it is 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. So it is 4 into 8, so it is 32. So can I say this is a 32 bidirectional? So if it is a bidirectional, can you see a double heads arrow? Input as well as output. Okay, input as well as output, input as well as output. So these are ports. They are called as IO ports. Okay, so total 32 lines are there. So total 32 lines are there. Okay. Now something about this port. Everyone please listen properly. जो मैं बता रहा हूँ. I have told you the different families of 8051. 8031 and 8032. Am I right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now something more about 8031 and 8032. Okay. Now listen carefully what I am saying. This 8031 and 8032 is similar with 8051 because they are the part of the family. They are similar with 8051, but there is only one major difference. What is the major difference? That it doesn't have on-chip ROM. It doesn't have on-chip ROM. क्योंकि ये बहुत पुराने आईसी थे 8031, 8032 जो अभी ऑब्सोलीट हो गए, जो अभी यूज में नहीं होते. लेकिन जब वो इन्वेंट हुए थे तब ऑन चिप रॉम नहीं था उनपे. ओके, देयर नो ऑन चिप रॉम. रैम था लेकिन रॉम नहीं था. ओके, सो they were called as ROM-less devices. They were called as ROM-less devices. I'm talking about 8031 and 8032. Okay, and so that's why if I want to connect external ROM, जैसे आपके भी स्मार्टफोन में एक्सपांडेबल मेमोरी है तो आप एक्सटर्नल रैम लगा सकते हो, माइक्रोचिप लगा सकते हो. वैसे ही अगर मुझे 8031 और 8032 में अगर एक्सटर्नल ROM लगाना पड़ता है, so I have to connect externally. Okay, why I have to connect ROM? Only because if I want to program your 8031 और अगर मुझे प्रोग्राम करना है, there should be ROM. अगर मुझे प्रोग्राम करना है, there should be a ROM. So ROM is required to store a program. ROM is required to store a program. So that's why जैसे 8031 और 32 में they were the ROM-less devices. I have to connect external ROM to store the program. So how do you connect? We can connect through these ports. Now see here, through these ports. Everyone pay attention on port number 0 and port number 2. Okay, P0 and P2. यहाँ पे वो IC लगानी पड़ती थी और कितने लगते थे? 2 8-bit ROM. For example, you take an example of P0. यहाँ पे मुझे एक ROM लगाना पड़ता है, 8-bit of ROM. Okay, so 8-bit of ROM will be dedicated for one connection of one ROM, and this P2 is used to connect other ROM. Now, why do we use two ROMs? Because one ROM will be used as an address and other ROM is used as a data, address or data. Okay, one ROM is used as a address and other ROM is used as a data. Okay, so what I mean to say that if I want to take any instruction from the ROM which is connected to P0, I have to send the address कि वो address से मुझे वो instruction लेना है और वो अगर वो address पे their instruction is there. So once I know that address, so I will be using P0. This port I will be using P0, and afterwards I will be connecting the P2 to so that instruction will be taken into the 8031. Okay, so what I mean to say that these ports P0 and P2 are used as an IO port. These are used as an IO port. I have given an example to explain you what do you mean by IO port, because external ROMs can be connected so that this 8-bit port is connected with other ROM and this P2 is connected with the other ROM. Okay, लेकिन अगर मुझे एक ही ROM connect करना था, you can connect P0 and P2 where one will be used as an address and the other port will be used as a data. So this is also 8-bit and this is also 8-bit. I hope you have understood this. Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Shall I proceed further now? So you have understood the meaning of IO port. तो ये IO port का मतलब होता है कि हम यहाँ पे input devices या फिर output devices लगा सकते हैं. Okay, so that is why it has a provision of 32-bit of IO. 32-bit can be connected with the IO port through the IO ports. That is the meaning. Okay, come to the next one now. This is UART. Somewhere in the feature you have written serial port full duplex UART, single port full duplex UART. UART stands for Universal Asynchronous Receiver and Transmitter. So receiver is through RxD pin and transmitter through RxD pin. So there are two more pins, TXD for transmission and RxD for receiving. And remember, they are serial communication. That is why they are called as serial port. Parallel port or serial port, you know the difference. Parallel port में 8 bits at a time we can take. Serial port में 8 bits will be taken one by one. एक bit, उसके बाद second bit, उसके बाद third bit, ऐसे करते करते last bit. Okay. So TXD and RxD, these are the two ports used for UART, which is Universal Asynchronous Receiver and Transmitter. Okay. So out of 40 pins, we are using RxD as a receiver to receive the bits serially, TXD to transmit the bits serially. Here port P0, P1, P2. So total 32 pins are there actually speaking. Okay, and then you have RD bar, WR bar, ALE, and PSEN bar. PSEN bar we'll see afterwards. Okay, so we have seen these 6 important blocks. Come to this point now. 8086 we have studied the interrupts now. We have studied the interrupts. Interrupts plays a very important role. And why there are interrupts? Because if there is some sudden emergency, or if there is some sudden interrupt to 8051, then I should serve that interrupt. So there is external interrupts available. There are external interrupts available. Okay, so agar external interrupts are so that is given to the interrupt controller, then it is given to the CPU. Can you see your CPU? CPU is called as a brain of a computer or brain of a microcontroller, and in the CPU you have ALU. In the CPU you have ALU. To run the CPU you have a oscillator, crystal oscillator, to give the clock input. To give the clock input. So this is a crystal. This is a symbol of a crystal oscillator, which will give the clock input. और कितना clock है? 12 clock cycle per machine cycle. That was the last feature which you have written. So input कितना जा रहा है? 12 clock cycles per machine cycle. 12 clock cycles per machine cycle. So through this oscillator, it is given to the CPU, and the CPU is actually monitoring each and everything. CPU is monitoring each and everything. Okay. So now we will be talking about the other block diagram which I was telling you, which in the detail. Okay.
सर एक
हाँ.
डाउट है सर, वो SFR क्या है उसमें, वो रैम के नीचे वो एक ब्लॉक?
Yes. Okay. Thanks. You have remembered this. This is also important. SFRs. Okay. SFRs. Now this SFR stands for special function registers. SFR stands for special function registers. Now apart from 128 bytes of internal RAM, 8051 has various special function SFRs. Now what is the function of SFR? Which controls on-chip peripherals. Which controls on-chip peripherals. इसका मतलब होता है ये ऑन चिप पे जो बाकी की जो चीजें हैं इसको कंट्रोल करने के लिए SFRs आर रिक्वायर्ड. SFR हम डिटेल में लेने वाले. ओके, फॉर टाइम बिंग यू कैन जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड दिस इज अ स्पेशल फंक्शन रजिस्टर्स which are used to control on chip peripherals. on chip पे जो peripherals है on chip पे, ओके, वो सबको वो with the help of SFR, because it is a register, temporary storing device, temporary storing register, so which is used to control the other peripheral device. Okay, so how do you control this every on chip peripherals? These on chip peripherals of 8051 can be programmed by loading appropriate control words into the corresponding SFR. And you know the control words already we have studied. तो अगर मुझे कुछ भी पेरिफेरल को कंट्रोल करना है तो हाउ डू आई कंट्रोल? यू हैव टू कंट्रोल बाय प्रोग्रामिंग द SFR. स्पेशल फंक्शन रजिस्टर को you have to program so that you can load appropriate control word into the corresponding SFR. You can load the appropriate control word. तो हम जब ये SFR पढ़ेंगे, then we have to understand what are the different control words available. So depending upon my requirement, if I'm a user, depending upon my requirement, I will be programming the control word, and this control word will be loaded into the SFR, so that depending upon my requirement, I will be controlling the peripheral device, peripherals, which is on-chip peripheral. Okay, so SFR we have to study into the detail. So this is just an overview to make you understand what is this SFR. What is this SFR? Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just a minute. There is an important call. I will attend the call. Yes, anyone has any question related to this?
सर हमको ये ड्रॉ करना था क्या अभी?
आप लोगों ने ड्रॉ नहीं किया?
सर नहीं, मतलब मुझे लगा सर आप बाद में टाइम दोगे तो इसलिए मैंने नहीं किया सर।
ठीक है, एक काम करो, ओके, एवरीवन ड्रॉ दिस, this is a 8051 block diagram. If the question is asked in the exam, you can directly draw this. Don't go with the other block diagram जो मैं अभी इसके बाद बताने वाला हूँ. That is in more detail. This is just a overview where you will be covering the important pins also, as well as the important block diagram blocks also, which is present in 805. Just complete it within the 2 or 3 minutes and let me know once you complete. Whether we have written in the features something about the interrupts, please check and let me know.
No, sir.
जो फीचर्स लिखा उसमें इंटरप्ट के बारे में कुछ लिखा है?
No, sir.
Okay. Please write in the one point in the features of 8051. Please write only one point, that it has 5 sources of interrupts. It has 5 sources of interrupts. It has 5 sources of interrupts. ब्लॉक डायग्राम में भी दिख रहा है आपको 5 सोर्सेस? ये देखो 1 2 3 4 5. एक्सटर्नल है 2, इंटरनल है 3. एक्सटर्नल है 2 और इंटरनल है 3. ये भी हम सब डिटेल में लेने वाले. ठीक है, ये सी व्हाट दिस इज एन ओवरव्यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ 8051 ब्लॉक डायग्राम. तो जो फीचर्स में है वही ब्लॉक में है, वही ब्लॉक डायग्राम में है. ठीक है, so that point was missed. Please write down that point, that it has 5 sources of interrupts. और होने के बाद मुझे एक बार बता देना, आपको होने के बाद. Okay, everyone has drawn.
Yes, sir.
Shall we proceed further now? Okay, related to this, you can just write down one point under this block diagram related to SFRs. Related to SFRs, write down. (805) has various. Please write down. 8051 has various special function registers. In bracket, write down SFRs. Special function registers. Bracket में लिखो SFRs, which controls on-chip peripherals. Which controls on-chip peripherals. Which controls on-chip peripherals. Full stop. Programming of the various on-chip peripherals of 8051. Programming of the various on-chip peripherals of 8051. Programming of the various on-chip peripherals of 8051 is achieved by loading the appropriate control words into the corresponding SFR. By loading the appropriate control words into the corresponding SFR. So there are many SFRs, and to control the peripherals, we have to program this by loading the appropriate control word, okay, into the respective or the corresponding SFR. Okay, so this is the important point related with SFR, and we have added one more point in the feature, that it has a 5 external interrupts, or 2 external interrupts and 3. In overall, you have written it has 5 sources of interrupts. Okay, now come to the next one. Now the next block, the block diagram, which is in detail. Yes, this one. I was talking about this block diagram. See, it depends upon you. If you have time, you can draw this, but there is absolutely no problem. This is in more in detail.
सर ये रेफरेंस बुक्स में रहेगा ना ये वाला ब्लॉक डायग्राम?
यहाँ ये मत बनाओ, ये रेफरेंस बुक में रहेगा. ये मत बनाओ, ये सब रेफरेंस बुक में रहेगा. Okay, now pay attention. The block diagram which you have drawn in your notebook, please refer that block diagram with this block diagram. This is in more in detail, so we will see this. Okay, so that we will have a better understanding of the block. और एक दूसरा भी एक रहता है प्रोग्रामिंग मॉडल, लेकिन वो मैं जब बाकी के SFRs आपको पढ़ाऊंगा, that time I will take about the other block diagram. If the question is asked about the, see, question can be asked to draw and explain the block diagram of 8051, which you have drawn in your notebook. The same block diagram you can draw, and if you want that it should be given in more into the detail, you can draw the one which you can see on your screen. Now, if the question is asked to draw and explain the programming model of 8051, now for that also we have a different block diagram, but rarely such questions are not asked. But suppose the question is asked, you can draw the other block diagram, but that thing I will explain you afterwards, once I take all the SFRs. Okay, now see here, all of you. Arithmetic, and we'll go one by one. Arithmetic and logical unit, this is a part of a CPU. Okay, it has A register and B register. This is called as accumulator. Already we have studied what is accumulator. A register, so it has A and B. Okay, you have, this is a PSW. What is PSW? Anyone of you tell me? What is PSW? What is PSW? No one. It is related with the flag registers. It is related with the flag registers.
Sir, process status word.
Process status word. Okay, program status word. It is called as the program status word. Now, in any of the arithmetic operations, if the result is getting reflected into the flags, तो क्योंकि हमने 8086 में भी देखा था, how many flags were there in 8086? Total number of flags?
9.
9.
Total.
16.
12.
15 or 16 were there, and out of that only 9 were used. Am I right? 9 were used. Okay, so total 9 flags were there. So here also we have to see how many flags are there. Here also we have to see excuse me. Here also we have to see how many flags are there. So these flags are nothing but PSW, programming status word. Programming status word. Okay, so PSW. So A and B are the, I can say one of the operand is taken in A accumulator and other operand is taken in B, और जो कि दोनों पे processing होती है, that is given and that is also reflected in PSW. That is also reflected in PSW. Okay. Then comes PC. PC stands for yes. Any one of you? PC stands for? ये सब किया हमने 8086 में.
The program counter.
Yes, this is program counter. This is program counter. और program counter का क्या काम होता है? ये सब हमने सीखा है. प्रोग्राम काउंटर का क्या काम होता है? प्रोग्राम काउंटर पीसी. प्लीज आंसर. 8086 में पढ़ा है हमने प्रोग्राम काउंटर. प्रोग्राम काउंटर. Program counter.
Sir, it is used to hold the address of an instruction.
You are right. Something more?
सर नेक्स्ट इंस्ट्रक्शन को पॉइंट
Yes.
करने के लिए पीसी यूज होता है.
Yes. I was expecting the next instruction. Okay. आपने जो बोला बराबर है, but it should be said as program counter contains the address of the next instruction to be executed. Am I right? Program counter contains address of the next instruction to be executed. Okay, so here you have PC. Now here you have DPTR. Have you studied DPTR in the 8086? I think we haven't studied this DPTR, so we will.
No.
So,
Yes. No, हमने ये पढ़ा नहीं है. This is DPTR stands for data pointer. Data pointer. DPTR. DPTR stands for data pointer. So it is a 16-bit data pointer. So I can divide this data pointer into DPH and DPL. Data pointer high and data pointer low. Data pointer low 8-bit, data pointer high 8-bit. All together it is called as a DPTR. Okay. तो ये हम सब देखने वाले, हम सब यहाँ पे overview देख रहे हैं. Okay. So you have a 16-bit address bus. Okay. See, you have a ROM. You have a ROM. You have a special function register. Now it is associated with the RAM. So RAM में ही special function registers होते हैं. So we will see this, okay, afterwards. Then 8-bit data and address bus, 8-bit data and address bus, 16-bit address, okay. Then see here, there are 4 latches, and for the 4 latches there are 4 ports: port 0, port 1, port 2, port 3. Port 0, port 1, port 2, port 3. Okay. And see some pins. अभी ये जो बाहर के पिन दिख रहे हैं ना, port 0, port 1, port 2, and port 3. Now here some ports, some pins are what do you say? It has a dual function. It has a dual function. Some pins are having dual function. जैसे यहाँ पे IO. Actually ये पोर्ट है तो IO है, IO तो रहने वाला है. यहाँ पे भी IO, यहाँ पे भी IO, यहाँ पे भी IO. उसके अलावा by function है. So A0 to A7. So this is address pins. 8 total 8 address pins. D0 to D7 total 8 data pins. D0 to D7 total 8 data pins. A0 to A7 total 8 address pins. These are dedicated IO So can I say port 1 is dedicated IO pins? Port 1 is having dedicated IO pins, जिसमें ऐसा कौन सा भी पिन नहीं है जो बायफंक्शनल है. उसका मतलब ये होता है इसमें ऐसा एक भी पिन नहीं है जो बायफंक्शनल है, सॉरी ड्वेल फंक्शनल है. ओके. पोर्ट टू अब पोर्ट 2 में क्या है, यू हैव आईओ के साथ कुछ पिन्स है विच इज A8 to A15. A8 to A15. So can I say 8051 is 16-bit address pin? It is 16-bit address. 8051 is 16-bit address, and about the data, 8-bit data, because it is an 8-bit processor. You know this. 8051 is 8-bit processor, microcontroller. So D0 to D7. लेकिन अगर एड्रेस की बात करता हूँ तो इट इज 16-bit एड्रेस. A0 to A7 यहाँ पे, A8 to A15 यहाँ पे. ओके. देन कम्स टू लैच, सॉरी पोर्ट 3. लैच बोले तो इट इज अ टेम्पररी स्टोरिंग. लैच it is a temporary storing. Okay. So port 3 बोले, port 3, in port 3 आयो तो है ही, उसके अलावा you have interrupt, you have counter, you have serial data, and you have RD bar and WR bar. Okay. तो हम जब एक्चुअली जब पिन कॉन्फ़िगरेशन देखेंगे ना तब आपको ये और ज्यादा क्लियर होगा. ओके. सो दिस इज अबाउट द पोर्ट्स, एंड सम पिन्स आर dual functional pins. So I have explained you here. Okay. Come to this
Sir?
part now. Yes.
सर एक अगर एक पोर्ट कंसिडर करेंगे तो वो सिर्फ एक ही आईओ डिवाइस के लिए रहेगा ना, मतलब
8 पिन करेंगे तो हाँ, पोर्ट 0 के लिए 8, पोर्ट 1 के लिए 8, पोर्ट यहाँ पे दिखाने के लिए 8 नहीं दिखा सकते, इसलिए इन्होंने कम पिन दिखा.
नो सर, मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि सर एक पोर्ट कंसिडर करेंगे कोई भी सर, वो एक ही आईओ डिवाइस के लिए यूज होगा ना, मतलब.
हाँ, यस, एक ही आईओ, वो आईओ डिवाइस, लेकिन आपका 8 बिट का चाहिए तो 8 बिट का आप ये पोर्ट को लगा दो. प्लीज पे अटेंशन. अगर मुझे एक्सटर्नल कोई डिवाइस लगाना है, अगर वो 8 बिट का डिवाइस है तो एक पोर्ट को हम लगा सकते हैं, क्योंकि एक पोर्ट का कैपेसिटी 8 बिट का है, बराबर है. दूसरे डिवाइस का भी अगर 8 बिट का है तो आप यहाँ पे लगा सकते हो. तो ऐसे आप कितने लगा सकते हो, टोटल 4 डिवाइसेस लगा सकते हो, प्रोवाइडेड दैट डिवाइसेस विच आर इंटरफेसिंग इज ऑफ 8 बिट. Is it clear?
Yes sir.
Yes. Come to this part now. Actually this is the internal RAM. ये हम अलग से लेंगे बाद में. This is internal RAM. Okay. क्योंकि हमने बताया था कि ऑन चिप ROM है, ऑन चिप RAM है. तो इंटरनल RAM की जब मैं बात करता हूँ तो RAM में क्या क्या है. RAM में है रजिस्टर 0, रजिस्टर बैंक 0, register bank 1, register bank 2, register bank 3. So it has 4 register banks. Now this can be also one of the feature of 8051. This also can be one of the feature of 8051. What is that feature? It has 4 register banks. I think आपने लिखा है शायद ये. Please check in the feature.
Yes sir, लिखा.
हाँ,
Yes,
आपने
sir, लिखा है.
Yes. ये देखो, ये जो मैंने बोल रहा था, मैं जो आपको बोल रहा था 4 रजिस्टर बैंक, दिस इज अ रजिस्टर बैंक 0, रजिस्टर बैंक 1, रजिस्टर बैंक 2 एंड रजिस्टर बैंक 3. ओके. इसके अलावा देयर इज अ बाइट एंड बिट एड्रेसेस. ये हम अलग से लेंगे. सी हियर नाउ, स्पेशल फंक्शन रजिस्टर. दीज आर द स्पेशल फंक्शन रजिस्टर्स. ओके. टोटल कितने हैं ये हम सब बाद में देखेंगे जब मैं आपको स्पेशल फंक्शन रजिस्टर्स बताऊंगा. ओके. तो IE, IP, PCON, SBUF, SCON, TCON, TMOD, TL0, TH0, TL1, TH1, ये सब हमको डिटेल में पढ़ना है. Okay. These are few special function registers. Okay. And they are the part of internal RAM. Okay. Now here system timing, system interrupts, timer, data buffer, memory control, VCC ground. ये जो बाहर दिख रहे हैं ना, ये सब आपके पिन्स है. VCC ground, reset, XTAL1, XTAL2. XTAL1, XTAL2 हम कहाँ पे लगाते हैं, ऑसिलेटर पे लगाते हैं. XTAL1, XTAL2 हम कहाँ पे लगाते हैं, ऑसिलेटर पे लगाते हैं. तो XTAL1, XTAL2 यहाँ पे लगेगा. PSN बार हमको देखना है क्या है, ये लिए हमने बताया है. EA bar is what, this thing also we will see afterwards. Okay. So this is the one block diagram which will give the detailed understanding of internal structure of 8051. Do you have any doubt in this? डू यू हैव एनी डाउट इन दिस? अब देखो यहाँ पे स्पेशल फंक्शन रजिस्टर रैम लिखा है, लेकिन यही इलाबरेट यहाँ पे किया है. ओके, यही इलाबरेट यहाँ पे किया है. Yes, any questions you have? हाँ, बताओ.
Sir, just wanted to inform it's 12 o'clock.
Okay. It's 12 o'clock ना. Okay. Okay. Before I call to Murugander sir, do you have any questions? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Do you have any questions on this slide? This is important slide. Please, आज का होमवर्क क्या है? आज का होमवर्क है 8051 की पिन कॉन्फ़िगरेशंस करना. मैं कल नहीं, मंडे को क्वेश्चंस पूछूंगा. अभी मैंने आपको जो भी पढ़ाया है और आपने जो भी पिछले समय पढ़ा है, with these knowledges you will be able to understand the pin configuration of 8051. Exactly आपको पता होना चाहिए कि पिन नंबर 7 पे क्या है, पिन नंबर 10 पे क्या है, पिन नंबर 21 पे क्या है. ओके, एंड यू शुड नो द फंक्शन ऑल्सो. जो चीजें नहीं समझ में आती, you keep that questions with you so that I will be able to explain you in the next class. Okay, so I won't be taking, I'm not going to take पिन कॉन्फ़िगरेशन ऑफ 8051. इसलिए मैं बता रहा था आपको कि यहाँ पे हम कुछ चीजें निग्लेक्ट करने वाले हैं, ये समझ के कि यू नो दिस. ओके, सो दैट आई कुड प्रोसीड द इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट्स, क्योंकि ये सब मुझे सिखाना है आपको. ये सब स्पेशल फंक्शन रजिस्टर सिखाना है, ये सब मुझे सिखाना है आपको. ओके, सो जो मैं होमवर्क दे रहा हूँ प्लीज करो. ओके, तो आपका आज का होमवर्क है, यू हैव टू डू द पिन कॉन्फ़िगरेशन ऑफ 8051. ओके, so if you don't have any questions, I will ask. Time being, you can do one thing. Okay, ठीक है. I will stop here. Bhuna, meanwhile you can take the attendance, and please you share this attendance with the lab assistant. I don't know who is there for your class who will be taking the attendance.
I think it's Parmeshwari ma'am only.
अच्छा, ठीक है. I think she is busy in the admission process, so she won't be able to join in this week. So next week she will be joining. But meanwhile you can just send this. आपने जो मुझे कल भी मुझे भेजा था ना, वो भी है ना, परमेश्वर मैडम से शेयर कर देना.
Okay, sir. Okay. Roll number 1.